Let me talk about the background of the studies. For the previous one that I have mentioned, talking about the English has been popular in communicating in different variable and field in today's global world in terms of science, information, technology, and education. And it is very important for the international language in the modern civilization that have been used around the world. And the importance of English language skill for Cambodian is become more apparent as the country joined the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. And among the abilities in teaching English as a second language, such as listening, reading, and writing, speaking is one of the most necessary in order to communicate with others. And speaking is undoubtedly one of the most difficult, but it's crucial and very important for the ability for ESL learners. Talking about the problem statement that the student have many problem in using the language because like they don't know how to use the language ineffectively and incorrectly due to the lack of self-confidence is based on the already. And another problem like the student do not use the language in real life circumstance because they are unable to communicate properly, and this causes the learner to be insecure and avoid communicating with native speaker. And based on the a variety of study from different researchers that I have read from the different article, I can summarize the main problem of the English speaking problem into four parts. The first one, the lack of self-confidence. Second one, lack of motivation. Third, anxiety, shyness, and nervousness. And the next one is the irrelevant student background because some teacher they provide the topic that irrelevant to the student that it's very hard for the student to talk about the topic because they have no idea to express the ideas about the topic. And another small problem that we also have the problem in English speaking, like the lack of vocabulary and grammar, lack of task and time. The students do not have time to practice to do the task. And sometimes teachers are too serious and the tasks they provide to the student are very difficult. And to deal with this problem, based on what I have read from the other researchers, study, I have sum up the idea into two parts in order to deal with this problem. The first one, I'm going to apply collaborative learning in the classroom to reduce student anxiety in order to generate new idea and make use of student background in speaking activity to make sure that they can speak, they can share the idea based on their local or real circumstance, something like that. And another one, the most important that I'm going to deal with this problem to integrate technologies to increase student motivation and confidence in English speaking. Based on this idea, I get it from the previous researcher. Many researchers they have done with this one. So I think it's useful to apply in Cambodia. So why? Let's talk about the concept of applying collaborative learning in the classroom. So as we have seen the many researchers like Awed, Moore, Sauer, and Mansur, they define collaborative learning as like the sharing knowledge and experiences in which students teach and learn from one another while developing interdependent. I mean, they need to work with the friend, with teacher. I mean, to share the idea, to exchange something like that, and it can assist students to coming up with new idea for effective learning. And in this context, I refer to for my research, for my study, for my experiment, I'm going to define collaborative learning as the participation of all students. That means they need to work in team, join in team, share ideas, share knowledge, and they work in different roles. They have many roles in the class to produce a good speaking video together. Additionally, they can learn to give feedback from its member, from other friend in order to make progress in speaking activity as well as producing speaking video more. And another one, why I need to apply collaborative learning. Let's talk about this one. This idea I summarize from the other researcher that they have mentioned the effective point why collaborative learning is important. for to deal with the problem of English speaking problem. The first one, like when we apply collaborative learning, that mean we student and we work in peer learning, providing feedback each other that increase student interest. And also student can understand the concept, the topic more easily. Student can work in group to reduce anxiety to generate idea. So when they work in group, student they mean feel at ease or feel easy to talk with different. And also like students become more participatory, student center and practical while providing valuable real experiences. And also student can improve speaking based on these theories, and student can provide with opportunity to work together, and also student motivation. So where does the ideas come from? The ideas come from the different research. Like Damon, he talking about the collaborative learning. Like I told Adam, I have mentioned Adam Monen, like peer learning, providing feedback, increase their interest in difficult tasks, and also can help them to understand the concept they are learning. And another researchers talking about the work in group to generate idea based on the Vygotsky, talking about the participatory, student center, and practical, something like that. And another researcher also talking about to apply this teaching strategy as the collaborative learning that mean can boost, to improve, to make, to engage student motivation, because collaborating is very effective ways to provide students with the opportunity to work together based on the Higgs. And another researchers also talking about like when we use apply collaborative learning, they mean they can develop this skill as well. So the second one, the solution to deal with the problem of English speaking, I need to going to integrate teaching technologies in improving student English speaking skill. So why we need talking about this concept, we get from the many researchers talking about this one, like to reach a small way in dealing with the speaking problem. Education is presently incorporating involving technology to create new form of teaching and learning media, and also to navigate the machine age, to use the internet, the modern application in order to develop their English speaking skill based on this researcher. And another one for applying activity, the involvement of technology is critical in creating and supportive learning environment. We have many researchers also mentioned about this important thing. So in this context, in an internet context, social network provide a number of applications that promote group interaction and share space for collaboration, social network, social connection, and information transfers. And also when we use this one, like also social media is important to learn the language and share their favorite speaking video with other. As we can see right now, people communicate with each other, like use message, we call Facebook, TikTok, or chat by line, something like all that social media that important to improve student speaking. So why we need to apply technology to deal with the English speaking problem? So all these idea also come from the previous another researcher, another study also. They mention and raise up some idea that using technology and enable user to interact selectivity, self-present, more convenient. I mean, students they have to study by themselves, more convenient, easy to search, to do something by themselves, and also allow students to have informal discussion about assignment. It easily, no need to go to meet in person, but they can use the internet, they can use the application app to talk, to chat, to discuss something like that. So very easy for them. And the internet apps such as TikTok, InShot, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube can facilitate the development of student learning performance as well. And also using technology make the classroom more interesting. And we can encourage students to learn with digital too, because now students want to know something new. That's why internet technology will be important to use in the class. And also you can engage students in task relevant activity. We can provide tasks more. Teacher can add more, many tasks, we can add relevant website to let the student learn from YouTube, something like it easy to engage, provide a task to the student. And as well, one more, the TikTok video challenge that will be included in the study, like has the potential to increase student enthusiasm and confidence when speaking English. So based on the idea that I have summarized at the moment is from these researchers. So we have many researchers talking about why applying technologies like enable user to interact, selectivity, self-present, to have informal discussion, assignment, something based on when many researchers talking about the good thing. And another one talking about the social media in the context refer to internet app such as TikTok in short is this that they can develop the student learning performance. And another one importantly, like technology will be integrated in the classroom for 21st century education to make the classroom more interesting and encourage them to learn. This one we have like 3 researchers they also mentioned about this one. So TikTok is the part of technology that will be included in the study that we can see many researchers also talking about the TikTok as the more recent application and become very popular in recent years. And many diverse group of people use it, include student, teacher, native speaker, or other people. And we use TikTok to increase student enthusiasm and confidence when speaking English by on Ari Negos. And another one like TikTok is referred to the digital tool which is used to post the English speaking video and share on social media. For my study, TikTok is referred to the digital tool that we can allow the student to post, to challenge, to do it, speak, making the digital storytelling and post on TikTok and on YouTube, something like that. That means that to improve, to make them easy. And also when we use TikTok, that means students will be able to make it interesting, such as speed, filter. They can edit by using beauty, timer, layout, and they can edit a lot of things. So why I need to apply this theory about like use collaborative learning, apply technology, because it can promote active learning and collaborative learning, increase student communication ability. We can use social network site to learn foreign language to improve the speaking. We can help students break down the language barrier, and also short video can use a social media. Means students they can learn from a short video clip, something like that. It's very easy. This idea come from where? We can compare like the traditional pro forum platform. People on collaborative video platform are more willing to contribute the opinion using this theory, and creating speaking video also show the innovative activity that can help students improve their speaking. So all these ideas come from where? From here that I have read and summarized from like Aras and Sari can talking about that the social media prove that study to be an effective platform, promote active learning, collaborative learning, student communication ability. You can see that many researchers also prove that it is a good one that we can apply this theory. And also another researcher, Lim, talking about using this one can improve their attitude and motivation, help them to break down the language barrier. And also it rich material to use this theory, like short video can shoot user social need, and short video socialization is become widely attractive among software that students can learn from that. So some suggestions from different researchers also have suggest to deal with the problem in speaking, like providing some example of to employ communication strategy, use theory like interactive method, participatory approach, learner center, collaborative learning, and language acquisition strategy, and also teacher-student communication. Moreover, like another researcher also suggests that positive attitude that an appropriate environment, that we provide the appropriate environment to let the student talk actively, correctly, something like that, and begin the habit of reading for the student, and also increase the amount of time spent practice grammar, using English more regularly in everyday use. or moreover, like talking about the teacher, like teacher should be the role of the teacher should be a provider, assistant, consultant, facilitator, and also teacher have to allow student to talk, and also teacher center style should be eliminated. So another researcher also talking about a useful communicative strategy, problem solving, discussion, role playing to apply in to deal with the problem. And based on the concept of Stephen Krashen, the second language acquisition theory, he also mentioned that teachers should focus on using natural, authentic, meaningful activity in order to help English language learner communicate in the real world. And another one talking about the monitor that student can self-monitor, self-repair by themselves. And the next one like apply I+1 comprehensible input. That means we have to put the challenge task for the student, because in the class we have a slow learner and fast learner. So in order to get the student to participate, teacher have to put the challenge task for them. And the important one, based on the Stephen Krashen, is the affective filter. This one student can learn well when they are low anxiety, high motivation and encouragement, self-confidence and self-esteem. So this one very important to apply in the class we have to consider. So and another one talking about the output hypothesis of Murray's strain, the second language acquisition. He also mentioned that people are more likely to focus on the comprehensible of meaning throughout the input phase, but they are unaware of the expression of the form. And to begin with the output learning, they can motivate learner to try new way to learn the target language. And the second one, output learning also encourage students to learn from people and help them to become more aware of their own language level. And from my own experience, to deal with this problem, we can the teaching material should not be too complicated. Teachers should be kind and flexible. Teachers should often use classroom languages, give clear and short instruction. And the next one is very important, like creating a safe, supportive learning environment. So how? We have to build a strong classroom community to let the students join together, use positive nonverbal communication, and always motivate, encourage students to join to participate in the class. So to summary all the points that I have mentioned at the moment, the problem that we have mentioned, like lack of self-confidence, lack of motivation, anxiety, shyness and nervousness, and irrelevant student background. To deal with this problem, I am going to apply collaborative learning in the classroom to reduce student anxiety, generate new ideas, and make use of student background in speaking activity. And another important one, integrate technology to increase student motivation and confidence in English speaking by creating short speaking video on TikTok. And also I'm going to add the concept about supportive learning environment on SLA theory by Krashen and output hypothesis by Swain to apply in the classroom as well. Thank you for your attention, and before I end this presentation, I would like to hear and to get some constructive feedback from อาจารย์ทุกท่านครับขอบคุณครับ
Okay, thank you, James. James, how are you?
Fine ครับอาจารย์ Thank you.
You review a lot of literature.
ครับผมครับ
Are you still interested in TikTok as a research tool?
Yeah, of course ครับอาจารย์
Okay, I have one question.
Please.
How do you motivate your student to learn?
I can please again please again I can do it.
How do you motivate your student to learn in learning style or collaborative learning model?
ครับผม Thank you for your question ครับ Actually, in order to motivate students to join with TikTok in the speaking, the first one I need to let the student to play. We use the collaborative learning, like we get the student to get involved, to participate, and to learn from the the sample video because the native speaker they already produce the speaking video on TikTok, and then I need to let them to familiar to play with the like duet. I mean the native speaker they will speak the question and another one a student need to answer. So they need to play with them first. After they enjoy participate with different native speaker, enjoy using the TikTok, and then the student need to make their own video based on their favorite topic. That means after they learn from the sample, students need to create by themselves their own content. The mean that they can choose by themselves in order to make a short speaking video between 1 to 3 minutes. ครับผม
You use short video to motivate
ครับผม
student
ครับผม
Okay, thank you. ครับ invite other teacher to ask Mr. James เชิญครับ
So may I begin first?
please
This is very interesting how to solve your English speaking skills, especially for the Cambodian student, right?
ครับผม
But I have seen that you literatures all about from problem from Thai, mostly reference set
Yeah.
in Thai.
ครับผม
So what difference between the problem in Cambodia student and Thai? Is it similar?
Actually, I found out some the English speaking problem not only in Cambodia and Thailand because for the ESL learner, they always face this problem. For all ESL learner, I can see that the lack of self-confidence, motivation, shyness. That means not only Cambodia but China. All many ESL learner they have problem the similar problem, and I can find that Cambodia also have the problem like in speaking problem like student in Thailand the same. That's why I get some information from Thai and also include from how is it second language learner from different researcher to apply to get up together all the problem in order to summarize into my study ครับ
So for me, in my opinion, TikTok is a very short video. So is it enough for the student to practice the speaking skills on just only 3 to 10 seconds? I'm not sure.
Okay ครับ Thank you for your question. This one is the interesting question, and I'm thinking about this one. Actually, in TikTok, they increase from before we have 15 seconds, and now 60 seconds, 1 minute, and now they increase to 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and I think that for the short video from here we can see that from different researchers they also talking about that short video platform have grown in popularity among teenagers as way to share engaging material on social media, and as you can see that the short period of the video that means we can engage to attract students to learn because why students cannot have they cannot pay more attention on the long video between less than 5 minutes students can join can watch together, but more than 5 minutes they don't feel more they will get distracted not to watch anymore. So the short period of short video is where we can see here short video is a type of internet material transmission while distributed within 5 minutes or at least, and because the mobile terminal and the network speed short term. Okay, sorry. Here. Yes. I have gained some useful information from other researchers talking about the short video play an important part to attract students to learn. And TikTok now they increase to 3 minutes. 3 minutes that that enough for making the short video because students cannot make more. If they can, because the grade 10 student, if they make more from more than 3 minutes, that means it's very hard for them because they are like elementary level. That means it's easy for them to talk to make a short video. Thank you.
ก็เชิญท่านอื่นเลยครับ
At the beginning, you are talking about the collaboration
ครับผม
in learning, right?
ครับผม
But TikTok is somewhat one-way direction of communication. Am I right? Yes. So how can you use TikTok to stimulate the learning by collaboration?
Okay, thank you ครับอาจารย์ Actually if we think only one part is we can say that TikTok is one way communication, but if we apply collaborative in class, that means student before they make the TikTok video, student need to work in team, in group of 5. So what they work in group of 5, and one is the speaker, one is a video recorder, one is editor, and another one like corrector. That means in this group they work together to make the content, to make the speaking video. That means in this group they work together and to make their own content speaking video. After they work already at the collaborative, after that they need to post on TikTok. When they post on TikTok the video, they can use the edit and filter music to add, and also when they post, they mean another people can comment, can give feedback based on the speaking. That means they can learn from that one. Sometimes if we do it, that mean we do it with native speaker. The native speaker also comment, give feedback based on the video that they make. And sometimes our teacher also can comment, can give feedback based on the video. They mean that they are not alone. They mean when they use TikTok, they mean they share with all the world. People can see the speaking video. They can learn from the feedback, from the comment, something like that.
Okay. Now, because your goal is to develop speaking skill, am I right?
ครับผม
Then the way you talked about the collaboration, only one person got a chance to speak, right? And commenting the TikTok is not speaking skill. So there might be lots of people in the group that don't have a chance to speak. So yeah, I will just leave it as a comment. You don't have to answer it, but it's kind of a concern to me. Thank you.
Thank you ครับอาจารย์ and อาจารย์ปุ้ย also comment give feedback to me like you too. They said, why allow only one student to make the speaking? And then after that I try to maybe I me confused about this one, and then I try to think about okay, maybe I need to let the student to speak together and post on the TikTok together. Thank you for your comment ครับอาจารย์ Thank you.
เชิญท่านอื่นมีอะไรเพิ่มเติมไหมครับเชิญเลยครับ
I want to share. Okay. I think the idea of cooperative learning for Thai students or other country nearby, there's gonna be someone dominate other students, and also the student who is not good at speaking English, they're gonna hide themselves and just to be the follower. I used to assign the student to work in group, but not try to mix their ability, mix them in a group according to mix their ability in one group, but I separate them to be the high group, high achievement student group, medium and the low achievement one. So after I do that, I have done in the research. After after the implement finished, I found that the low achievement group, they cannot do well compared to the high level, but they show the high progressions of their learning. So I think it can be another choice. Anyway, I think it's not about cooperative learning, but you have to concentrate more about how to help students learn, by themselves, make them have the confidence, make them to feel free with the of their own creative idea, because TikTok is not just about the language, but it is about the their way of thinking, or their what they're interested in. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Oh,
Sure.
thank